What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Abner Mares, uh, former world champion, co-host for Showtime Shawn Porter on the PBC shows, right? PBC on Fox shows. He's the co-host for Showtime Shawn Porter. He was asked about, how he sees the Errol Spence undefeated IBF welterweight superstar boxer versus two-time welterweight world champion Showtime Shawn Porter, current WBC welterweight champion, right? How does he see that fight playing out? Abner Mares gave an in-depth uh, breakdown of what he thought. He says that Shawn Porter is at a huge boxing skill disadvantage, right? And this is what Shawn Porter and his trainer and dad, Kenny Porter, they get, touchy about when you say that they lack the boxing skill. We heard Kenny Porter on the Boxing Voice, in which he stated that you don't win. He highlighted the amateur fights. He said that you don't win fights against Danny Jacobs, Alexander Usyk, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, without having any skills. And those were in the amateur system, and that was a point system, right? So you definitely need to have skills, to compete in the amateurs because it's a scoring system. So you have to have skills. You're not, like Kenny said, you don't get a lot of knockouts in the amateurs, right? So, and that pressure style just doesn't work all the time in the amateurs because it's a point system, right? So you have to have clean points, a scoring system. They don't go off of pressure. So with that said, Abner Mares, Mexican former world champion, will be back in the ring soon. He suffered an eye injury that saw him removed from the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. But with that said, Abner Mares said that he's at a huge boxing skill disadvantage, right? He said that Errol Spence clearly has the better boxing skill. He says that, Shawn Porter only chance to be victorious and win this fight is to make it ugly, fight on the inside, and outwork Errol Spence. And I have to agree with Abner Mares, right? Because I believe that you can outwork Errol Spence because at times he gets flat-footed, he goes in a high guard, and he would allow you to outwork him, right? Because he's so precise, he likes to be so calculated, he's so precise, and he's accurate, that if you get him into a situation, he'll go into a defense mode, go into a high guard, he'll stand flat-footed, and he'll allow you to outwork him. There was points and times in the fight with the Lamont Peterson fight where Lamont Peterson actually had success. I know people only see the fact that Errol Spence stopped Lamont Peterson. They only see the highlights of the fight, but they didn't watch the wars within the fight, right? The battles within the wars, right? So you overall see the guy won the war, but you don't realize there was battles within that war, right? And so yes, Errol Spence did dominate Lamont Peterson, but there were points and times in that fight where Lamont Peterson was outworking Errol Spence because Errol Spence was going into defense mode, and because of Lamont Peterson pressure style that he chose to use that night, and Errol goes into a high guard and stands flat-footed, he was able to outwork Errol Spence at points in time. So that's what Abner Mares is highlighting and stating that would be Shawn Porter's blueprint for victory. And I have to agree with him. I think Shawn Porter, Shawn Porter says that Errol Spence never been in the ring with somebody like him that has the style of his, and I have to agree with that as well. He's never been in there. And Abner Mares said that as well. Abner Mares said, yeah, Errol Spence is definitely the more skillful fighter, but Errol Spence has never been in the ring with a guy like Shawn Porter who's unorthodox. He's been in there with a bunch of technical, skillful guys, right? So they allow him to think. And that's 1,000% correct, right? Shawn Porter is not going to give him that opportunity. That's the game plan that Lamont Peterson tried to incorporate and apply to Errol Spence. Not let him think, pressure him, close the gap, and fight him on the inside. Not give him the distance and the opportunity to be calculated. Because like I stated, he's very calculated with a high ring IQ. But still in all, even in that sense, you know, you have to be calculated yourself. You can't be sloppy and uncalculated, because he'll make you pay, right? He can fight in the inside if he chooses to. But we saw Kell Brook have success outworking him as well at points and times in that fight, right? He went into a defensive mode. He was getting backed up. But Kell Brook is a very, very big welterweight. Showtime Shawn Porter is not a big welterweight. I said this already. You heard Kenny Porter stated that, you know, Errol Spence is not a big guy, you know, but at the same token, he's saying that Errol Spence should be fighting at 154 in his true weight class. So he says that guys that 6'2", 6'3", those are very tall guys. Errol 5'9" has never been tall. Well, it is tall when you're comparing them to that of the stature of Showtime Shawn Porter, right? So with that said, you know, he is rangy, and he is a big, strong, strapping young guy. So yeah, he's going to have that advantage. Shawn Porter said that, you know, he's never been in the ring with somebody I have the same abilities and power that he has. I have to disagree with Shawn Porter. I don't believe that he possesses the same power that Errol Spence has. Now maybe he does. It's how it's delivered. So Shawn Porter's delivery is not so accurate and calculated. So that's a strong possibility. That's why he has the shortcomings he does as far as in the power division. But I can't wait to see how this fight plays out. But as far as skills, I have to agree with Abner Mares. Errol Spence is the more skillful boxer. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV. All one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. Abner Mares, former world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, says that his co-host, Showtime Shawn Porter, two-time welterweight world champion, is at a huge boxer skill disadvantage. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.